Dave Cooper Live, we connect the industry leaders in the architectural, engineering, and construction space with the people, the products, and the processes to help them build it better. Today, we're diving into a story of innovation, education, and building the future. Imagine a program where high school students not only learn the trades, but also build affordable homes from the ground up. That's exactly what's happening in Boulder, Colorado, thanks to BoulderMod. Welcome to Dave Cooper Live, where we showcase the people, the products, and the processes changing how we build. And joining me today is Daniel Sissom, the visionary behind this modular home building program that's partnering with the Boulder Valley School District, the city of Boulder, and Flatiron's Habitat for Humanity. We'll talk about how this hands-on initiative is giving students real-world skills, industry certifications, and the opportunity to make a tangible impact on their community. From tripling enrollment to exploring national expansion, BoulderMod is setting a new standard for education, starting with modular construction. So stick around. This is a story you're not going to want to miss. But first, before we get into any and all of this, we got to give some shout outs to all of our supporting members, starting with Cobalt Creed. They service builders, developers, prefab home builders, and manufacturers, allowing them to achieve the highest levels of comfort, indoor air quality, and low energy costs with their HVAC systems installed for their projects and their customers. Their approach is simple. By using the proprietary small duct, high-velocity central heating and cooling system. If you want to learn more, go to cobaltcreed.com. And now a few words from these sponsors, and we're going to hop right into it. Forward Solutions Group is successfully driving companies to succeed where others have failed. Are you looking to start a factory, optimize your existing factory, streamline your production, or take your team to the next level? Whatever your needs are, Forward has a solution for you. Reach out to Ben at forwardsolutionsgroup.com. Howick Ltd. has a long history of innovation in cold form steel manufacturing and producing innovative precision roll forming technology for customers throughout the United States and the world. Check out their machine buyer's guide for off-site modular construction or fast build construction with light steel for framing. Go to their website, howickltd.com. Brought to you by Greatech, one of the largest Autodesk partners globally and software developer of the PowerPack Advanced Design, Advanced Steel, and the StruxSoft product line. The complete solution to automate wood and light gauge steel framing, design, and documentation all the way out to CNC output, model, design, and manufacture with StruxSoft. Learn more at struxsoftsolutions.com. All right. A big thank you to all those supporting members. We can't do any or all of this without their help. So please make sure you reach out to them, learn about what they're about. And if you want to be on this show and you want to have your name recognized by thousands and thousands of people each and every week in our industry from around the world, well, be a supporting member as well. Get your name on that ticker that you see going across the bottom of the screen, because we need all of you to keep bringing you all these informative conversations live and unedited. So with that said, let's hop into today's show. We're going to start off with a video. That's right, a video of the grand opening of this brand new school, BoulderMod. Check this out.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. It's an exciting day for us.
I feel elated and a little emotional.
Just excited. Everybody seems very excited about everything that's going to be happening here. I think it's a really cool factory and a really cool way to make efficient solar-powered houses.
Partnering with the modular facility will prepare us for what is next in our careers and provide Boulder Tech construction students a one-of-a-kind educational experience.
Excited?
Yes, I am very excited. I am thrilled to be working in here. This station right here is where they assemble the roof and the ceiling.
And I hadn't seen the building till it was built. And I was like, holy cow, this thing's huge. I had no idea it was going to be this amazing.
Can you all believe this place? How many of you had a classroom like this when you were going to school?
This is an extraordinary facility, right? It's enormous and impressive, built with recycled steel. But what's more impressive is the lives that are going to be changed and improved by the products that come out of here.
This facility, it is a shining example of what we can achieve together.
This project really does illustrate very clearly how having positive partnerships and working together really can meet the challenges that we face as a community.
This facility and this project has been as perfect of a win-win-win situation as you could imagine.
The opportunities for kids and for the partnerships and for the community are better than I ever imagined.
This used to be an old parking lot filled with aging school buses, and the city had a need for creating more affordable housing.
I'm excited to help the community out.
This new modular factory is more than just a first of its kind facility. It represents hope and opportunity and stability for families who've long called Boulder home.
Now, Daniel, are you ready? If we move the ribbon into position. By dedicating all of these modular units to affordable housing, we're directly addressing one of the most pressing issues facing our communities. For families like those of Mirabel Gonzalez and Dulce Rodriguez, these homes represent not just a roof over their heads, but the safety, security, and pride that comes with home ownership. These new homes will make a world of difference, not just for these families, but for the entire Ponderosa Mobile Home Park community.
It's better than I think any of us could have dreamed.
All right. How awesome was that? So listen, let's get into this and let's bring Daniel onto the show without further ado. Daniel, how are you, my friend?
Good morning, sir. Doing wonderful.
And that's an impactful video. I don't know who created that or made it, but it really is an impactful video. And I'm glad you got the students talking about it. And what an amazing facility as well.
All brand new facility, yes.
I got it. And you're the mastermind behind it. But before we get into that brain of yours, Daniel, we want to know everything about you from the moment you were born to this very moment in time. Do not leave out any of the good stuff from the hospital, or we're going to invite your mother on the show. And I heard it could get pretty riley from her. So you better
don't do that.
You better spill the beans. Go for it. The floor is yours.
Typical kid growing up, followed in a manufactured home, modular homes after my father, and helped out. And right after high school, went into driving a forklift for a manufactured home company. And as the changes progressed, moved to modular and worked my way up. Every station on the production line, out in the field, set up, close ups, service, come back to the production facilities, every position, lead, supervisor, production manager, factory manager now, startups. So that's what brought me here. I was sought out, recommended by Brian Lynch, 3-in-1 Solutions. He referred me to the city of Boulder. They brought me in to start this facility and start production here.
All right. So listen, the city of Boulder is not a small city. And,
No.
and your name got to the top of the list, not just to teach at this facility, but you also helped design it. Is that correct?
Now, I helped with the layout, yes.
Yeah. And how long was the process from the time they called you to this very moment of cutting that ribbon?
I started here July of last year. We did our open house in October. We started production first week of February.
First week of February.
Yeah.
Got it. So what inspired you to do this? What inspired you to build BoulderMod? Like, were you sitting in a bar writing something down on a napkin? What happened that this all came about and it went to the city?
Actually, the city is the one behind the concept here.
Okay.
The city recognized several years ago the need for affordable homes. So this is all actually the city of Boulder come up with this concept and the partnership here.
And why modular versus panelized, CLT? What drove the modular conversation?
Affordability in placing the homes and the scheduling of building the homes. And we can get the tech programs to the school district involved also.
So the school district already had a tech program, so it was kind of an add-on to their current tech program?
Correct. They had a tech program currently for the school district working in their wood shops. This is a way to expand that also.
So when was the ribbon cutting? What day was that?
That was October 23rd of last year.
October 23rd of last year. And how many students did you have starting in the program?
I have 2 classes per day. First year junior students in the morning, I have an average of 9. In the afternoon, I have a second year seniors, average of 12.
So right off the bat, you have 21 roughly students in the first year of this program. So you're going to tell me already, I know, because it's tripled, it's quadrupled.
Yes.
For next year's enrollment. It's kind of gone through the roof, right?
Next year's enrollment has already tripled. I already have about 36 signed up, and that is just stemmed from the students talking to the other students of what they're doing here.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Well, congratulations to you and everybody else, Brian, that worked on putting this together. Let's talk about the students a little bit. How are they responding to the program? We're in the first year of the program now, and walk us through what skills they are, learning, gaining. I mean, everything from understanding how a factory is set up and run to trades. So walk me through what skills you guys teach them.
We teach them everything from framing all the way through to final finish. We have subcontractors we use for electric, plumbing, HVAC. They have to be a part of training and teaching also when they come in here. So the students, we'll put a couple students with each subcontractor. Then the students also, before they even start building, we teach them how to read the prints and shop drawings, teach them where to find stuff in the prints, then they can go build it. So it's not just to come in here, nail this board to this board. They actually are required to look at the prints and tell us how they would build it correctly. Then they work with us under our supervisor. They work with my quality control manager to make sure everything meets code and meets the plans.
This is a full-fledged modular building facility. I mean, you have the overhead cranes, you have all the jigs, you have the table jigs, the floor jigs, right, for squaring everything up, for moving the modules. How many modules can this manufacturing facility build a year?
Right now, we are a little bit slower schedule because we are teaching and training. We're looking at producing one module a week, which is 26 homes a year. We build side-by-side 2-story duplexes.
2-story duplexes, and that's going to be the mission for this manufacturing facility moving forward with the next group of students coming through as well, or will it change up?
Yes. Now, this will be our standard. Our first contract is with the city. to produce about 26 to 30 homes for the city. Then we're also looking at other projects with the city and other developers to keep the same floor plan here.
So let me get this right? So here we have a city that, like every other city, has this affordable housing problem, has veterans and homeless people on the streets day in and day out. And they say, well, we have tech schools. We need more trades. We got all this money to build affordable housing, but we need to do it efficiently and do it in a way that we can help build the trades. So why not go to BoulderMod or Boulder Tech, I guess it was at the time, and let's get the students to build these homes. Let's build the facility for them. And then the students can provide us the affordable housing, and their return on investment is their education.
Right. The students are our next generation.
Yeah.
So let's give them the teaching and hands-on experience before they graduate high school.
Man, I love it. I love it. We're going to get into what the future and the vision looks like for this program as well, and later in the show. But is this a pass or fail program? I mean, families in need, will be living in these homes. They got to be built right. Walk us through the quality control that you have, and what do the students get out of this, certification-wise, OSHA-wise, whatever the case may be?
Through the curriculum with the Boulder Tech program, all the students are already OSHA 30 qualified before they come into this factory. They get hands-on training with all equipment before they even start anything out here. The students, they have taken this on as their mission to learn. They know that they're not coming in, it's a pass or fail. They know they're building somebody's home, and they take it serious.
Yeah, when we were talking offline before the show, I mean, you were saying there's no cell phones in this classroom. I mean, they are working, and they also hold each other accountable, you said.
Yes. The students, you won't see anybody standing around, no cell phones, no horseplay. They're dedicated. They work with our quality control, and we have a third-party state inspector here once a week. So they know the inspection process also of the quality, and they do hold themselves accountable, and they hold each other accountable.
So you are getting like NTA or a third-party inspection agency like any other factory. There's no gray area. You're following the same exact rules as everybody else in the modular business has to follow.
Correct. We are a full-fledged operating modular facility. Only we use the high school tech program and the volunteers through Habitat for Humanity.
So if I live in Boulder and I want a house built, can you build it for me?
Yes, sir.
Come on, really?
Sir, we will. We'd be happy to.
I love that. I love it. And talk to me about the training staff, Daniel. You're obviously the main person, I believe, at this factory. But how does the curriculum work for the students? Because you did say they get certified before they're even stepping in the factory. They get taught how to use the tools before they even walk into the factory. Where's all that happening at?
That happens in their classroom. They have certain curriculum they learn in the classroom on a daily basis also. Their instructor and I meet every morning to go over their curriculum and their schedule. Then that helps me place them where on the line that they're learning for that week.
No kidding. And then so they get their training, their safety, everything they need to even step into the factory to be able to do it safely. Let's talk about the sequence of stations and how these students progress through the factory. I mean, do you just say, all right, you're on framing today, you're doing wall panels today, you're running plumbing today, you're doing sheetrock today? Walk us through how the student progresses through this program.
We start everybody on the framing tables,
Mm-hmm.
get them all the framing, and then we move into wall set, plumbing, electric, rough, drywall. We have them help us set the ceilings also. Everything from all the mechanicals, they will get into setting cabinets, doing the flooring, setting the walls. They will have a hands-on on every aspect of this home, as well as when it goes out on site, we will have them on site to see how the mods are set together and closed up. Then they will also participate in the close up of them on site also.
Got it. And so for those of you watching that doesn't know what the close up means, that is pretty much the finishing of the units, putting the final touches on, hooking up the power grid and hooking up the electrical and wiring to get everything up and running. So now when you say they do everything from mechanical to electrical, are you actually installing HVAC equipment in the manufacturing facility?
Yes. Yeah, we use subcontractors for electric, plumbing. They do all of our rough and finish. We put so many students with them each day they're here. Our HVAC is installed here in the factory. We're using the Unico system. Then so many students will work with their installers here also.
Yeah,
so they do get hands-on.
That's great. I love Unico. In fact, Cobalt Creed is a part of Unico, one of our supporting members for sure. So I'm super happy to hear that it's perfect for a modular build, and that's what I love about it. So I'm glad to hear that. So are you also learning about, building science and lean manufacturing and construction management, scheduling, warranties, on and on and on?
Yes, sir. They're learning the entire process here. What we haven't incorporated yet is the business side of it, which starting next year, we'll take 1 or 2 students per day, shadow myself. They will shadow our quality control manager and our third-party state inspector, purchasing, so they can get that aspect of it also.
See, that's amazing, right? Because it's so easy to teach somebody a trade, but it's not easy to teach them how to run a business. A lot of these students may want to go out and be their own builder one day, or their own sheetrocker or framer, but a lot of them get out there and they don't have the business skills to understand that you got to follow the numbers and truly understand the process. So I'm super happy to hear that.
And then that's another thing we teach them also. We teach them the building codes. Why are they building it a certain way versus how they would somewhere else? What's the difference in modular for offsite? So we're teaching all of that to them also.
Yeah. And what about building science? Are these homes being built to, zero energy ready, passive house, Energy Star? What's the goal?
Yes, every one of these homes will be Energy Star rated, net zero. We do have third-party inspector that's hired to the city that comes in, does the blower door test, inspects the installation process, everything.
Okay.
And they will be solar ready also.
And they will be solar ready as well.
Yes.
So they're going to have chases run for future solar installation then.
Yes. And we install those here in the factory also.
Love this. Let's talk about the partnerships that you have between Boulder Valley School District, the city of Boulder, and Flatirons for Humanity, Habitat for Humanity. So I love that Habitat's involved in this, and it's changing their program. Let's talk about the partnerships, and then I really want to touch on Habitat a little bit and how they're rethinking what they do.
Okay. The partnership is through the Boulder Valley School District and the tech program, which actually the school district owns the building here. The partnership with the city of Boulder, they're the true masterminds of this whole project, the whole concept of the modular facility here. They are our first client, which we're selling the first 30 homes to. Then Habitat for Humanity will come in and operate the facility, BoulderMod. And this is the first for Habitat for Humanity to come in and operate their own modular facility. So with this, we're fundamentally changing the way Habitat for Humanity builds homes.
So when you say they're coming in and helping run the facility, what does that mean exactly?
Habitat for Humanity, we actually operate this whole facility. I'm actually a Habitat for Humanity employee here.
Oh, no kidding. Good.
Yeah.
See, there's a nugget I didn't know.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on that. We love Habitat. We love the things that Habitat has done and is continuing to do. So Habitat, is there a goal to expand this program?
Yes, we have many other chapters of Habitat are watching us now, see how we start up, so they can expand and operate also. Several cities right now are already in planning to open their own modular facilities around the country. So we're hoping it catches on, takes off. Yes.
All right, listen, all you other cities out there and all your other habitat communities across the country, you need to listen up. This is a
Yes.
program that I think makes more sense than any other program I've heard already. Partnering with the trade schools, with the city, with the money that the city has to, obviously help rebuild, with the land the city owns to hopefully rebuild on. This makes all the sense in the world. And my guess is the costs on how they're able to do this and leverage the tech schools to not only teach, but provide housing has got to be making it affordable, right? Because affordable is different to everybody. Affordable in California and even Denver, is still an expensive home in other parts of the country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody thinks that the tech program, high school students and volunteers from Habitat for Humanity cannot build modular homes in a facility, call me. I'll change your mind.
I love it. Hey, listen, not only will you change your mind, I bet you'll help them set it up and get the program started too.
Yes, sir, I would. Be happy to.
For sure, for sure. So let's talk about industry engagement a little bit, right? What steps are you taking to expand BoulderMod to other regions? And I know we talked about how we're going to, we want to roll this out across other areas, but how are you going to do it? How are you going to get other industry leaders involved? I mean, who's on the phone calling, Phoenix or, the mayor of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and saying, hey, you guys have to pay attention to what we're doing?
We have a lot of the school district and the city of Boulder and Flatirons Habitat are getting our story out. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot of different foundations, organizations come through and take the tours of us. So hopefully we can get our concept out and what I do on LinkedIn, the post I put, we can do this anywhere. Anybody can do it. It doesn't have to be a modular facility. Right. Let's get the students engaged. They're our next generation. Let's give them what they need now.
Yeah, we have to give them what they need. And from the sounds of it, they're loving this new way of building. It's different, right? It's always sunny and 70 in a factory, especially in Colorado.
Yes. Yeah, the students here are amazing. The students are asking for more time in this facility, and they're not asking for a classroom setting. They want us to teach them the real world scheduling, how to do it. Don't baby them. I've had several students tell me personally, do not baby us. We want the real world experience.
How about building products and materials? Are local retailers, wholesalers, in full support? Like, where's the material come from? And are you buying it or are they donating as part of the program?
We are buying it. I try and get donations. We do have some that come in. Then I work with different manufacturers, different distributors to try and get the rebates and the discounts and everything through Habitat for Humanity also.
Listen, it's a win-win. Who doesn't want students coming out of school going, well, the only windows I use are Anderson, or the only, this I use is that, because that's what they're going to use what they're most trained on, right?
Yes. And the products and what they learn here, even if the students don't go into construction after they graduate, what they learn will follow them through their entire life.
Yeah, well, absolutely, right. And in the brand names, and I'm saying this over and over to the suppliers that listen to this show, the DuPonts of the world and everybody else out there that have everything from the glues and screws to the plywood and 2x4s and roofing, etc. Don't you want these students talking about your name? You should be supplying the students the products they need. That's my own humble opinion. Call me if you want to talk about it. All right. So the future vision of what you guys are doing is to roll this out across the country. And I would think that you might be the one tapped to head that whole program up for Habitat, no?
I would be happy to, yes.
Yeah. Yes. I love it. I love it. So tell me a little bit about, I really want to get in the day-to-day. What time do they start?
We open our operations are 7 to 5 every day. The students are here from 9 to 11, then 1 to 3, 4 days a week. Our volunteers are here from 9 to 3 every day.
9 to 3 every day.
Yes.
That's amazing. And then I guess the students, when they're not there, they're in regular high school programs.
Yes. Yes. And they come from, the students come from all different high schools within the school district here.
Got it. Got it. And how do you know if they pass or fail? That's the one thing I didn't hear earlier. Like, there is really no pass or fail, but how do you judge them on their skills that are ready and able to go out into the workforce with?
Their instructor and I work close together on what they do here. We're judging and grading them on everything they do here. And a fail is not something that we mention here. It's either right or you make it right.
Got it. There's no gray area. It's right or it's wrong. There is no good enough.
Correct. Good enough. They've learned from the start that does not fly in here.
Right. Right. Good. Good. I mean, hey, listen, it's somebody's house. It has to be done right.
Correct.
You can't cover it up with a piece of plywood or sheetrock and insulation just because you know they'll never see it. Like, it has to be done right, especially in modular. We're shipping and setting, like, it has to be built to the standard.
Correct. And that's something that we taught them straight from the start. You know, we took them through the whole process from building to shipping to set, why we build it this way, and they take it personal. Yes.
And they should take it personal. Hey, so let's talk about set. Let's talk about field work. Do they learn pick points and understanding the loads of these buildings and how much they weigh and what size crane would be needed to set these, all the things that the local general contractor typically has to figure out?
Yes, they will be involved in that also once we get to that point. Our first scheduled set is August 15th here in the city. So the students will be on site to watch the cranes set and rig. Then that's where we'll get into the pick points, the weights and distribution, everything there.
Do they get to run the cranes?
No.
Oh, come on.
They won't let me run the crane.
I know, but it looks like a lot of fun, does it? Until something goes wrong, it's fun, I guess, right?
Right.
So the Boulder, Colorado winds pick up, which are never fun to be in, especially if you're running a crane. So they are going to understand, though, where the pick points are going to be, how straps are run. Are these bottom picks or top picks? Are they running straps or are they running cables?
We'll do a bottom pick on these.
Yes. You do a bottom pick on these, and each unit, how many modules will each unit be?
4 mods. So we're set 4 mods per day.
4 mods per day on a foundation?
Yes.
Yeah, full foundation, 8-foot, 9-foot foundation.
Yeah, this will go on to a conditioned crawl space.
Okay.
They'll be set on stem wall crawl space.
Mm-hmm. And now the students will prep the sill plates and prepare it for the modular delivery as well out in the field?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do you have them hand digging the foundation hole?
No, we have equipment for that.
I know. But hey, listen. Hey, if they're not doing it right, that's a good lesson to learn, right?
That's right.
I was in the service once, and he goes, Cooper, you're going to be digging. You're going to be climbing mountains. I said, there are no mountains here. He goes, see that shovel? Go get it. You're going to make them. I said, oh boy. Yeah. So there is that. You know, let's talk a little bit about home ownership warranty, right? When these units are delivered and set, do they fall under the same warranty, and who is servicing the warranty once they're set? Because the students are going to graduate eventually.
Yes. Yes. And actually, as part of the home ownership through Habitat for Humanity, the homeowners will put in 200 hours of sweat equity. They can do it either on site or here in BoulderMod in helping build their homes.
No kidding.
Then once they move in, Habitat for Humanity will honor the warranty aspect of it.
That's amazing. So the homeowner can actually participate in the process, which I believe, especially in the affordable home market, they'll be more apt to really take care of it if their hands are involved in helping to build it.
Yes. Yes.
Is that the idea?
Yes, sir. And then as part of their contract in buying the home, they have to put in 200 hours of sweat equity, and that's for 200 hours every adult in the family.
Yeah.
And like I say, they can either do that on site once the home's there, or they can come into the facility here and actually help us build their home also.
Let's talk about financing. How are people getting financing for these homes? Where's the money coming from? Is it a traditional bank?
That is done through the city and Habitat for Humanity.
Okay.
I don't really touch on that aspect of it. but the city has a program for the financing and affordable
Yep.
mortgages,
Okay.
which that mortgage, their payments will be based on their income as well.
Got it. Got it. And if anybody wants to find more, Jen can put it in the comments for flatironhabitat.org/BoulderMod. Jen, if you could put that in the ticker, that'd be great for people to be able to see that. So thank you. So let's talk about social equity a little bit here. Hot topic always, but what does this mean for like the social equity? Not only are you teaching these students how to build, you're also setting them up for future work. You're giving them the ability to take care of the home and giving the homeowner the ability to take care of the home, you know, to help their families, their friends, neighbors take care of their biggest investment. So, I mean, social equity is a huge part of what you guys are doing.
Yes, yeah. Through Flatiron's Habitat for Humanity, we rely on the volunteer base, the donor base.
Yeah.
We do take donations all the time, and that's how Habitat can build the homes also. So it is engaging the entire community to come in and build these homes. We do a lot of group volunteer days. Corporations can come in with a group and build for a day. Church groups come in our facility all the time, build for a day. So a huge part of what we do is volunteer-based building also.
Is volunteer building. I can't believe you have people that'll come in every day, volunteer and help teach. I love it. Are they retired?
Majority of them are retired. We have quite a few regular volunteers that come in each week,
Yeah.
and we use them as leads out on the site, out on the production line, so they can help teach students also.
I love it. I put the Habitat for Humanity Flatiron site up here for people to just kind of see. There's a ton of information on here.
Yes.
And before I jump off that topic, hey, listen, congratulations to all those volunteers, man. There is nothing better than giving back, right?
Right.
I mean,
Yes.
giving back. I'm sure they're having a blast teaching the younger generation and watching them make mistakes and kind of giggling and saying, well, if you did it this way, you know, that's what it's all about, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Just flashing through a few things here for everybody. So, Daniel, what's next for you then? Today, what time is it there? 10:40, 12:30, somewhere around there?
It's about 11:30 here.
11:30 there. You got a whole group of students to have to teach still, don't you?
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about, right? Right?
Yes.
We got a couple. Hey, look at this. You know, the head of the National Association of Home Builders, he was the past chair. Greg Ubaldi says, great concept, DC Live. Daniel's program is on the money. Doesn't get any higher than that, Daniel. He updates the President of the United States and Secretary of Housing on occasion on what's going on in the world. Jennifer also wrote, fundamentally changing the way that Habitat for Humanity International builds homes. Flatiron Habitat for Humanity, City of Boulder, Boulder Valley School District, a model for equity and innovation, for sure. And for all of you out there, I see a bunch of comments coming in. We are getting close to wrapping up the show. Is there anything that I have not talked about that you'd like to share with us, Daniel?
We need more manufacturers, more companies to get involved with the communities, with the tech programs, and volunteer base. Let's use the resources available out there to us. Volunteer base is huge, which nobody taps into.
Right.
Just about most major cities have some sort of tech program. Let's get them involved with the manufacturing. As I said, it doesn't have to be modular homes. Let's get them involved with the trades, teach them what we know. They are our future.
They are the future, and we need them regardless of how much goes off site. There's still people needed for this entire process. So let's teach them in the next wave of how we build, which is better, which is more accurate, which is cleaner. No mold because your house isn't wet. There's so many benefits to building this way, and I can't think of a bigger benefit than working with the city and the local tech schools to put a program in place to make this happen.
Yes.
I'm going to share the photos up here on the screen one more time here, just because I want everybody to kind of see. Dude, this is an awesome facility. This. How many square feet is this modular factory?
This is 31,000 square feet.
31,000 square feet. Yeah. Daniel, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us today and teach us about your program. I hope this video helps you, push out to other cities, other habitat, programs throughout the country to get them interested in this, because this just makes a whole lot of sense to me.
Yes, sir. We need to get the word out, and that's what we're doing here. Get more people involved. Yes. Thank you for having me today.
Oh, no, you're more than welcome. So we have David P., a real estate investor. His it's not popping up on the show, but seeing these students build actual homes while learning is exactly what the industry needs right now. Curious how they're handling the technical certifications. That's a great question from David P. How are they handling the technical certifications?
All their certifications go through the school district, so they get those in their classroom. And
so
all of their hours are tracked through their curriculum.
Who's teaching them? Does OSHA come in and teach the students?
They do that through their classroom, yes.
They do
before
that
they even come into our building, yes.
So somebody certified is coming and teaching these students, and that's where their certification is coming from.
Correct.
Yeah, great. Thank you for that question, David P. I really appreciate you jumping on and talking with us here. All right, Daniel, if I haven't missed anything else, I wish you all the success in the world. And I am 100% confident that other cities and states are going to get on board with this. I have not seen this before. And I think this makes the most sense of anything that I've seen, period.
Yes, sir.
You've done a great job.
Anybody needs any help in setting them up, I'd be happy to guide you through it.
I want one right here. I want the students to build my next house one of these days. I think that would be amazing. Yeah, I know you can. That's what I heard. I love it. And they're learning a skill. They're learning how to price a home. They're learning how to build the home. All the things that they need. And they're learning how to set up a manufacturing facility and how they operate. There's so many bonuses and pluses to all of this out there. So, Daniel, thank you for that. All right, everybody, the rest of you out there, it is Wednesday. You still got 2.5 days to keep building it better before the weekend. So stop watching this show and go do something productive. Let's build more housing. Let's build affordable housing. Let's build sustainable housing. Hey, why don't you reach out for Habitat for Humanity and convince them to do a program like this in your neighborhood? Daniel Sissom will set you up with that. So, all right, everybody. Daniel, don't go anywhere. I'll come back to you after the outro. But for the rest of you out there, let's keep building it better. I'm Dave Cooper. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all of you. What an amazing show. Thank you to all of our sponsors for helping us to continue to bring all of these innovative conversations to all of you out there. Please visit them, see what they have to offer you. And as always, subscribe to the YouTube channel and ring that bell. It would mean the world to us. I'm Dave Cooper. Thanks for watching.